All right, what's up, guys? We're back with another episode 21 of Island Ball. And today we have a lot. We're just gonna be recapping just the off season right now. You know, free agency just started like 2 hours ago, and
hmm
a lot of moves have already happened. And then we're also just gonna be talking a little bit about the draft.
hmm
Not too much. We already had our video with a bunch of predictions, but with his mock draft too, with Tails mock. So we'll talk about that a little bit, especially because it'll just flow into things. But we're gonna mainly just be talking about all the free agency moves that have happened. But
So basically, I mean, I think we can do it now. I have like this tier list where we're just gonna show every team, and then we're gonna rank like it's right now it's Monday, June 30th, like about 5:30 Western time. So not every free agency happened, like all signings, but we got a good amount. We also have the draft, so we're gonna putting like the teams in like the tier list so far this offseason, basically based off free
yep,
agency and,
yep.
and the draft a little bit.
Hey, but before you share your screen, I gotta shout out B-Ball Paul, his re-signing with the Pistons. Just gotta shout that
Uh,
one out.
why is that a shout out, Brayden?
Bro, it's just it had to be a shout out. We're gonna
Is
put that in the title too, just to intrigue people.
is B-Ball Paul? Is he a difference maker?
Yeah, bro, especially with the Malik, bro. Malik's gonna be out of there.
Oh yeah, what's up with your boy? What's up
What you
with him
mean,
getting?
my boy?
Aren't you a Pistons fan?
I
And you're a
mean,
gambler?
I'm in Michigan right now. I'm like 40 minutes from Detroit, but yeah.
I mean, you're a Pistons fan, a gambler. So I mean, you and
Okay.
Malik Beasley.
That's crazy. Like I don't get it. I really
It's
don't
so
get it.
stupid to me because it's like
Yeah, I don't know.
all that because he was literally he was about to get 42 M's. I saw the thing it was like 3 or 42 mil, but and he was
Real, I
making.
thought he was about to get like 20 mil a year.
I saw the report thing is like that he was basically like about to sign it, but
Uh,
his he got caught up.
yeah, no, that's crazy. But well, you thinking a lifetime ban, just like Jonte or what?
Well,
Like,
not. I think they're just invested because Terry Rozier, they like accused
well,
him.
yeah, but if it's like proven that he did a bunch of stuff, like you think
Oh
it's a
yeah, if it's
lifetime
proven
ban?
that he's fucked, yeah.
You
But
think? Because I know, I mean, the NFL's a whole different entity, but you know, remember what's his name? Calvin Ridley only got a year, but I know that's completely different. But
it's kind of like too bad because he was actually like I think that's a bad loss for the Pistons because he was real
yeah.
good spacer.
Do you think it matters how much like it would have like he would have like imagine like if it was just one bet, or do you think it's like a lifetime ban no matter what if he's proven that he like did gamble?
I think they're pretty strict about that.
Like
So
it doesn't matter if it's like one bet or like 15. It's like if he
yeah,
did it, then it's a lifetime ban automatically.
he's cooked. I'm not gonna lie, he's
But that's
cooked.
why the B-ball Paul signing, bro. I'm telling you, the Pistons are
But he's
making.
not even gonna get. They already got Stewart. I don't even think he's
They
gonna
got
need.
what's his name too? Why am I blanking on his name? They just signed
Oh yeah, Curse LeVert.
yeah, Karis LeVert. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's low-key not a bad pickup.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But all right, let's get right into the tier list though, because we're gonna talk about this a lot.
All right. Then I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah.
All right. Let me do that right now.
Yeah, don't make a mistake like last time.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch of pop-ups, but nothing crazy, so we should be smooth. Share
Just
screen.
mute your that's what I just turn your phone off. Or like go on like do not disturb.
No, no, no. It's like the you see how the pop-ups on the bottom. It says like fast.
Oh, yeah. We're
All
good.
right. Well, basically, we're gonna start off with the Hawks.
All
I know
right.
what I'll give them. I think we can both. What are they? What do you think? What tier would you put them in for free agency in the draft and just their offseason so far?
I like them in A, to be honest.
I think they have the best offseason, so
Yeah.
I'm putting them in A tier. Um, they just signed. What do you think of the Nikhil Alexander Walker
Hmm.
signing? I
I
love
think
it.
it's a great signing. I know a lot of people were like throughout work today, I was watching a bunch of videos, hearing people talk like that was I know there was a lot of buzz about him going there, about it
Yeah.
signing there, and I think it's just gonna be a great fit. But
hmm
yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I love it too. They're just Trae Young's getting surrounded with a bunch of defenders.
Yep. And
Like,
I like it just because, you know, like we said, the East is open. I feel like they definitely feel that.
mhm.
It's one of those teams. I mean, they were in Eastern Conference Finals just a couple years ago, like 3 years ago. Was it 3, 4 years ago? So
Yeah,
they were competing, and I just like we said, the East is open. They're trying to make moves, trying to capitalize. I like it.
yeah. That Porzingis and even them drafting I'm blanking on his name. The guy from Georgia, Asa Newell. They've had a plus offseason. Alexander Walker, but I heard like a bunch of teams wanted him.
Yeah.
Like he was the mid-level exception. Like they would just offer him that, but he chose the Hawks. It's basically just perfect with, Dyson. Hopefully Risa Shea jumps. They probably still need maybe one or two guys on the bench, maybe a backup point guard, or
Hmm.
maybe just their backup wing. But they seem like they have a good shot at winning the East next year with how wide open it is.
All right.
Is there a team that you maybe like their offseason or basically
Well,
interesting that you want to go
let's just
next?
go down the list, like with the Celtics next. Let's just I
Celtics.
I would honestly put them in B. I was
I'll,
gonna say C. I'm kind of feeling like just because all the salary dump though. I don't know. It's just especially
I'd
because
give C.
C. Okay, I'm in between B and C. I don't. You can put them in C. Just my
I don't.
reason is
I get it because salary cap. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but it's also there's only so much they can do. I mean Tatum's hurt, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like they're not gonna be competing for a championship. So it's kind of, kind of a reset, kind of, I would say more of a retool year. Um,
Yeah.
so I do like the Anthony. We already talked about that on the previous
Yeah.
pod about
The
like why
Anthony.
I like that. So I would honestly, I wouldn't be mad putting them in B. C's fine though, but
I mean, I agree with everything. I think it's close. Um, do you think next year they're gonna be like try to tank basically, or do you think they're too good because
I
to tank with Jaylen Brown, Derek White?
I think they're too good to tank.
I think so too. Yeah.
I'm wondering who their center's gonna be. Is it gonna be Luka Garza or is it gonna
Luka
be
Garza.
yeah.
I wish they drafted one. I wish
Right.
they drafted.
Oh, yeah, I just think they still have too much talent to be, especially with the state of the East, with everyone else, with a bunch of other top teams injured too. I think it'd be hard for them to tank. I just, uh,
Yeah. I the reason I put them in C, I don't think it's bad, but I mean they didn't get much value for. I guess they got Simons for Holiday. They didn't get much for Porzingis. They still don't really have a big, so it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's a B tier. They saved good money, so I mean we can move on. The Nets, um,
I'm really indifferent about the trade, to be honest. I don't really.
I'm kind of more talking about because I guess we're talking about off. I'm giving
Yeah.
them
Oh, yeah. I know it's off season in general, but yeah,
their trades. I'm gonna put them in D. I don't
yeah.
know if
Okay.
are you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I was either gonna go. Yeah, I think these are a really good spot. Yeah.
I don't think it's F because I just think they had a terrible draft. They basically had five, like you never see someone actually draft five players. You know what I mean? That's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
it's kind of crazy.
And like their draft picks were just confusing. Like basically like no, I mean Igor Demon can't really shoot. He's projected a lot lower. And then they basically got like I guess a lot of like passers, not very good shooters. I don't know. I just don't see there's not much upside I saw with any of their picks where it's like I feel like if you got five, you should at least like get like one like swing, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess we can talk about it, the Cam Johnson, Michael Porter Jr. trade. How do you feel about that trade?
Yeah. I mean, I love it for the Nuggets, but for the that's what I'm saying. I don't really know how I feel about it for the Nets. I mean, it's kind of just
They got a pick. It's not
yeah. I mean, I'm not super high on Michael Porter Jr. I don't know if anyone really has. I mean, it's kind of is what he is at this point. And I mean, do you think Brooklyn's going to be really in any meaningful games next season? That's why I feel like none of this really it's not that big,
Do you know? I think that they have their pick, right? They got it back.
Yeah,
Okay, then I don't.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, then if they have their pick, like I think they know they're gonna be bad.
Hmm.
They try to get AJ DeBancer or the Boozer twin or whatever. But with the new draft, it's like the odds is you don't even get like a top pick for sure. So it's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like they should have maybe traded their picks for like a future first. Like I don't know, just five guys is just kind of weird. Pause. And then yeah, Cam Johnson trade. I mean, it's they're kind of like the same player, damn near, huh? Cam Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I like Cam a lot better, to be honest.
Yeah, I like him better too. And Porter's getting more, making more. They got a pick. So I think the Nuggets were the winner in that trade, but
Yeah, 100. We'll talk about that more once we get to Nuggets, but yeah.
Hornets, what would
I,
you
I would put them in B, to be honest.
I,
I kind of like what they've done, but
I give them A tier to be
you'll give them
honest.
A? Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like we can put it.
I'm not my, especially because of I was really high on Khan, so
That's
I
why
don't like
I
that.
love
That's
their draft. I think
yeah,
they're the
yeah.
best draft.
So yeah,
And then
put him A.
A, you
Yeah, yeah,
sure?
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
I just and the Colin Sexton, I don't know how they got it. I know it's not a big deal, but I don't know how they got a second for like Nurkic. I feel like
Yeah,
Sexton's just like a way, but he averages like 18 on 50 40. I think he's like the perfect six man for them.
yeah,
I guess the only thing is their big man depth is kind of cooked, but they got remember Diabate, the guy who gets a bunch of rebounds.
yeah.
They have him, and I really like the center they drafted. Like I'm really high on him. I think he could damn near start right away, even though he's a second round pick. So that's why I think it's A tier.
Yeah, I don't mind putting an A tier just because of Khan. Remember, well,
Yeah,
remember I was saying he might go that high just because of the value that he brings or he could bring. So
I think it's because VJ. I think they maybe probably want VJ, but he went three. I heard that
yeah.
like there was a trade with like them and the Wizards and them, so the Wizards can get Ace Bailey, but like
Oh,
the Utah was gonna take Khan. So that means Khan was higher on like a lot of people's boards, you know?
yeah.
And you're right, it makes sense. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like he'll probably start right away and just give him that shooting, you know?
Mm.
Um, for not every team we gotta go crazy because it's long.
Yeah, yeah, because a bunch well, we have to just get through this, but
And we'll talk more about Frit, but the Bulls, what do you I really I hate their I
yeah,
think they're
we can put him in F.
yeah, I just don't
We don't we don't even have to talk about that.
the
It's
long
just
we'll just be the Lonzo Ball like for a
well, the
core.
Cavs are coming up. You want to just talk about
Yeah,
Cavs?
yeah.
We'll
We'll
be
talk
right
about the
there.
Cavs.
Okay.
Bulls are just
Yeah.
sorry, Kenny, sorry, but it's just it's a
Yeah.
bad front office.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Cavs, um, what do you think? I was thinking B.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to get one where we don't maybe agree on something, but right now, I mean, it's like,
It'll come up. I
yeah,
think it's about to be the next one. Potential.
okay.
Actually, no, mate, no. It's gonna be hard for no, we know what the next one's gonna be. But for the Cavs, yeah, I love the Lonzo trade. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, they're contending, obviously. We see the season that they had. Did because where did what's his name? Where did Ty Jerome end up signing? I forgot where he signed.
He went to Memphis.
Went to Memphis. I mean, because they have what's his name already.
I
But
know they have Scottie Pippen and then Cole Anthony.
and Cole Anthony, that's what I was talking about. But besides that, but I mean, I think it's just a great fit for Lonzo. I know how you've always loved Lonzo and you're super high on him still, even
Yeah.
after the injury. So, I think it's just gonna be a great fit. It's gonna just tremendously help their team. Um, but yeah, I mean, they lost Okoro, but I don't know. I think Lonzo
I don't
still.
I don't think
I've always liked Okoro, but it's
really.
huh? Yeah, no, I've always liked Okoro, but
I like Okoro too, but I think he was just redundant on the team with Dean
I'm
Wade.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's yeah,
Just money wise, it's basically you get because then you get off Jerome too. You
yeah.
get the backup point guard, kind of like a Caruso, similar thing. That's what I kind of reminds me of. Um, and he's still injury prone, but I think it's they had a B or C,
Yeah.
obviously in my opinion. For Dallas, they just got D'Lo. Do you like that signing?
Yo, I love that signing. Yeah.
I heard some rumors they might get LeBron, and it would be like I saw it would be like Clay. It would be a lot. It'd be like Clay, Gafford, who else was solid? PJ Washington, like that, like for LeBron for a
What
year.
what about the
It,
picks? Because I didn't see that. Like I saw the rumors, but I didn't see the trade
I
proposal.
feel like if anything, the Mavs should get a pick just because 1 year of LeBron.
Well,
I feel
yeah,
like
that's what I was wondering. Okay, yeah,
yeah, I don't know how that would work. I don't know how
yeah,
realistic that is.
yeah,
I honestly wouldn't hate it for both sides, just because I feel like the Dallas is deep, but I mean I don't know how believable that is. So,
yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's kind of
but. what would you grade their offseason?
To be honest, I mean, the draft heavily like just influences it, but I would put them an A above the Hawks, to be honest. I kind of like theirs one of the most, but
Really?
that's
I
because I mean, that's heavily, like they got Cooper Flag,
I would put them. Yeah, they did get Cooper Flag. We can.
but I do really like that D-Law
I
signing too.
Yeah, that's not their fault too that they got the first pick.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But because we were talking about a guard especially with Kyrie being out for at least half the season, it's like they just need a facilitator, just a guard, someone who can just run off. They needed backcourt depth. And even though D'Lo's not the perfect point guard, he's been, I mean, because he was on the Lakers, just a lot of people just started hating him because just the liability he was on defense, just his shot selection. I mean, I think it'll work out just because the offensive ceiling that he can kind of, I don't know if ceiling is the right word, but he can create his own shot. And I think even though he can be a liability on defense, their front court is so just going to be so dominant on defense, and I think they have the athleticism around him that it's going to be fine. But
I I probably give it a B or B. I don't know. I don't really love D'Lo. Um, I'd rather have them got like Lonzo, Chris
oh, that
Paul,
would have been really
even
Chris
Brogd,
Paul?
even Brogdon. Just someone that I feel
I
like is more of like a can get Cooper Flag the ball, can get AD the ball, and D'Lo's not a
don't think he
terrible
can.
passer. I don't know. He's kind of like one of those like a good. He's like one of those he's like a good scoring, good passing guard, not great defense, but he's like not good enough to be like. But he's only starting for half the season, so I mean,
Yeah, I think that's why I'm kind of inflating it maybe a little because I love it for when Kyrie's out.
yeah, when
It's just
yeah,
once Kyrie gets back, like you can't really run him and Kyrie in a
yeah,
backcourt.
that's why I don't really love it.
Yeah.
Like I would love
But I think
I,
it's great for the first half of the season. But so that's fair, yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty high on Brogdon still. I think he's still good, so I would like that.
Hmm.
Um, or just yeah, Lonzo. I don't know how they would get him. Maybe some little trade.
Yeah.
And they still have I don't know. Maybe they haven't done it yet. It's still the first day of the offseason, but they kind of have a lot. Like, is PJ Washington not going to start? Like,
Yeah.
Gaff. They have a lot of depth, which I mean, it's good, but it's also like I don't know. It's just I feel like PJ Washington's a starting level player. Gafford's not going to start. They still have Najee. They have a lot of depth actually. So I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I guess that's
Yeah.
a good. Nuggets.
What
I
would you
mean,
put him at? Who-
I'll put them in high B tier to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know. I like that Cam Johnson trade. What would you put him?
I would I think that's because I like it in the same type of way I like the Cavs trade for Lonzo. Uh
Yeah.
I definitely a contending team and I think this does really improve their team. But
And they got Bruce Brown, which I like a lot.
oh yeah, they got Bruce back too. I forgot about that, yeah. No, I think that's a great spot for them then, yeah. Yeah.
Because I think that's just two pieces that I mean Michael Porter Jr. fit well with Jokic, but Bruce Brown and Cam Johnson are just
Yeah,
they make
that's
good great role players, Aaron Gordon just around Jokic, so
yeah, they're gonna be yeah, they're gonna be nice next year.
they're gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Detroit,
Cool.
um, I mean, we're not it's the first day, so we don't know everything, but
Yeah.
it's basically Karis LeVert. Um, I'd
How
give
much
it a
does the how much does the how much do they get brought down because of what happened?
damn near I damn near put it in like C or D.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
fine
I'm
with in
just
the mid D.
D.
I'm fine with that. I mean, it's first day, so it's
Yeah, it's first day. It's
first
first day.
day, so yeah.
So we're basically doing this to talk about the free agency signing. So don't
Yeah, we'll
we're-
we'll do it again once
the
a
whole free
lot more
agency is
stuff has
over.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And we're talking about the draft. They didn't really have any draft picks either, so we can't talk
yeah.
about that.
That's fine.
Um,
We can move on.
yeah,
Yeah,
we can
we can move.
Warriors. It's like a D so damn near a D or F so far.
Yeah.
Um,
We could put them
what
in
other
we could put us in F just so like once we do make hopefully some moves, we could
yeah.
put it up. But
What do you think? I know it's not
um
crazy, but
it's
Looney leaving.
it's fun. Oh, I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
I
just sad.
honestly, I don't mind that, to be honest. I was getting annoyed with some of the things Kevon just like I love him, he was just always reliable for us. But like it was just so I mean, we would always text back and forth. Or I would text just like, bro, can you just go up with the ball? Like
Yeah, I mean it's not being able to shoot or being a lob threat, it's like damn near impossible to like play.
Yeah.
But I
But
mean, he's a good veteran presence, I guess.
I don't know.
I love him.
I was talking with Kevin the other day because he was talking to me about a lot of the stuff, right? And
Hmm.
his hopes for all the because there's always rumors surrounding us and stuff. But
Hmm.
I'm like, I don't know. Just from what I saw last year, it's just I feel like Mike Dunleavy just might not do anything, even though there's all these talks. Like, I wouldn't be
I,
surprised if we don't get nothing.
I heard a lot of Al Horford stuff.
Yeah, I
Like
heard
that.
that. I feel like we will get. I feel like we will get him. But like, other than that, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I think everyone's still.
You
I
think
don't know. They
Kuminga?
were,
I
huh?
don't want Kuminga to stay, to be honest. I love
Like there's
Kuminga.
a lot. I mean, like Bam's completely off now, but like there was a lot of talk around Bam or something because with the Kaminga potential,
Yeah.
but
I
and
think Kuminga's value is not as high as is like very low around the league
yeah,
from
yeah,
everything I've seen.
yeah. He
Um,
might play on the what the
I saw that
like
the
a prove, yeah. But
prove it.
I really don't get that because it's like he's gonna be in the same type of role he was in last year.
Yeah, I think if he does that, he should if he can leave to another team with more. Because if he's not getting paid much, like Steve Kerr has no reason to play him, you know?
Yeah, and it's
So
just we have Jimmy for a whole season now. It's like
yeah,
we
so that'd be a
don't.
bad play on him.
He'll be in the same type of role that he was in last year. Yeah.
I like the I mean we'll talk. I don't know, I like it for the Warriors. I was just envision I always do so I like if we can get Malik Monk for Kuminga, because I heard the Kings want him, I think that'd be a
You
great
think,
get. But you
would
wanna
you
like
rather have Malik Monk or Kobe White?
I don't think they're getting Kobe White.
Okay.
Well, I'd rather have Kobe White, but
I
I don't
just,
know. If the
I
Bulls
don't know.
try to get him,
I love Malik Monk too, but I don't want him on our team, to be honest.
really, I think that's exactly like another scoring punch. Probably start pause at the two at like a six man,
I
like
get, I'm underrating our defense. We don't, yeah, I
because we
get
have
it.
a great like we need
Yeah,
that. That's what he's just a better fit than Kuminga because he can shoot, you know.
yeah, you're right. I guess, yeah.
I haven't I don't know. I'm just kind of making stuff up. I haven't heard.
Okay.
Um, the Rockets, they
You
probably
got to put him number one.
yeah, because they got KD.
Well, and then they've also, no, put him number one. Yeah. They've
I
also made the
honestly
most moves out of anyone, I think, right now. But
I have the Hawks actually at number one, but the
ahead of
Rockets,
the Rockets?
yeah, to be
Like I
honest,
just think just because the Katie deal, you just can't, Because I mean, they're already. We saw what they did this year. They were great. They have a bunch of young talent, and you just add Katie to that. It's like I
yeah,
guess
they
I'm a lot higher on Katie than you are though. So
yeah.
maybe that's why.
I
But
guess it's not a big move, but it's just like I don't. They got Dorian Finney-Smith. I love that move. Little
yeah,
backup
I
off
love
the
it.
bench. It's kind of sucks because it's kind of going to take the young guys minutes like Cam Whitmore. Maybe I don't know if it's going to take Tari Eason's minutes, even Jay Sean Tate. It's another guy gaining minutes. But did you saw they got Clint Capella?
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. They just
I,
got so much front court depth now.
yeah, I don't get like why would
I
he
mean,
go?
but to be honest, like they might just they're honestly like they were already built as a regular season team just because of all their youngness or youth, I
Mhm.
should say. You know,
Yeah,
they're just gonna be there on the day to day. But I mean, they have so much depth. Like this is just gonna. I feel like it'll just help them in the regular season so much, though.
yeah. I think for his perspective, I don't know. I feel like there's teams he can probably damn near start on.
I get, yeah, from his perspective, I don't
And
get
then
it.
he's
But
not like the third strings. I don't know. Maybe they sold like they're gonna do a bunch of double big lineups, but um
I was thinking about that for the Clippers too, and they're about to come up. But yeah,
uh Pacers, they haven't done nothing.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know that I think they drafted someone in the second that was decent, but that's as of
I
now it's
mean
like
it's just um. Does the injury play any part in this? Because I would just put him in F, but just because the
yeah.
whole season is cooked. But I don't know if that really, yeah,
Yeah. I mean it's the first day basically.
yeah.
Like we said, we're not like it's the first day. They haven't done nothing, so
Yeah.
hopefully they resign Miles Turner. If not, then that's like an
Well, he
F.
might. Do you think he's gonna still demand a bunch of money even after that finals performance, or
I think he's getting 100 million over
but
like for
I don't think they're giving that to him, to be honest.
you don't think so?
No. Maybe with because all this, there's really no one else on the market. So yeah, it's tough. I wouldn't, but I feel like they might be in a position where they have to just because there's no one else. But I wouldn't, to be honest.
I heard
And you
a
know
couple
how high I've been on Miles Turner for the past 5 years, so.
My friend said a couple months ago, Parker, he said he has an inside source that Miles Turner wants to go to the Warriors. Yeah, I don't think he was like lying, but I don't know how true that is. But
I just how are we gonna get him?
we have the full mid-level exception, so it'd be
Oh,
15 million. But I mean, I feel like
like
for that, the Pacers can offer more, you know?
yeah,
Um, and I don't think they want Kuminga signing trade. Like that makes no sense.
yeah. No.
Clippers, they got Brook Lopez. They drafted someone not I don't, their 30th pick. I don't know if I love it. Um, um, I would give it like a C.
Mm.
What would you give it?
Um, I'm cool with that. I'd put him. Yeah, I'll put him in C.
I think
I
I don't know. I
do.
like Brook
The
Lopez.
Brook Lopez signing was interesting to me, but
Mhm.
just because I don't, what is he gonna come off the bench or are they gonna run double big? I don't really.
I think he
Uh,
comes off the bench. He doesn't start.
yeah, that would make the most sense. It's just, yeah, I don't. How much did he get? What was his? What they sign him for? 2 year?
Yeah, he got paid cheap, 2 year, 18 mil. Um,
I wish we would have gave him that. Like,
I,
I was hoping we got him. Maybe that's why I'm a little mad at it. But I
I
just
wish we got Capella. That's what kind of pissed me off.
really, I rather have Brook.
You'd rather have a stretch big than a lob threat?
Well, 100%. And he also, I mean, he's a way better defender in my opinion. Like Capel, you know, like even though he's older, I think Brook is still pretty. I think he's really good on defense. So
I think
he's a elite rim protector. I mean, it's literally what we need, kind of.
if we keep Kaminga, then yeah, Brook would have been nice. But I think Clint, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just saying
Maybe
we couldn't have gave him that same deal or like a little more. Do we just not have the money? I'm
no,
confused.
they have the Warriors have the mid level, so they can give up 15. I guess they
Yeah.
want Horford, but I don't
Would
know. I
you
don't.
rather have Horford or Brook? Like if it was just you could choose one.
I'd rather have Horford to be honest.
Mm,
I mean, it's not like both of them. It's not like I'm like
yeah, I
bragging,
guess. I
but
guess.
it's like
But it's not even a guarantee we get Horford. Like I hope we do, but mm.
I think Horford's a better defender than Brook. Um,
Yeah. Bro, it's just Horford's like 40 years old now though. I mean Brooks 38, but it's just
how old? Yeah, Brook's pretty old.
Horford's about
I
to
feel
be
like
40
Brooks
though, right?
Lopez defense just kind of is not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, I guess. I mean he's still just around the rim just because his size, his instincts. Just still.
Hmm.
We just need a center, bro, to be honest. Like we can't be running out Draymond every game at the five, bro, taking that toll on his body. It's just we need a center.
Would you want DeAndre Ayton? I don't.
No, but I mean, if it's either we run out Quinn and Post for a whole season or DeAndre Ayton, I don't know. It's like
Would you rather have DeAndre Ayton or Al Horford?
Al Horford, 100%. Like even a 40-year-old Al Horford, like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want, but
bro, how would be a great fit. That's like you said, it'd be a great fit on our team. Yeah,
yeah, it'll be
stretch
cool. He
big, like
just
you said, he can see still even at his age, he's still a great defender. And
the team would just be so old though.
but I
Like
mean, that's just what we're doing now. That's the timeline, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess,
You
but
know, it's just that's just the reality of it. We tried to split timeline things with James Wiseman and everyone else 4 years ago. This is just what it is now, you know?
I really wanted Bobby Portis, but he stayed.
Yeah,
Um,
that would have yeah.
that'd been nice because then you could have still started post, but like give minutes to Portis and stuff. Um, all right, Lakers. They haven't done much. They're rumored to get Aiden. I like they draft I forgot his name, but some guy in the second round. He's decent.
Weren't there's Wiggins rumors with them too, right?
Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, I've seen yeah, I've
They
seen
got what's his name? Jake LaRavia.
yeah.
Cool signing. What grade would you give them?
Uh Honestly, I would give it I want to put him in D. I don't
Yeah, I would
I
give a high D tier
I mean, they
plus.
did what's LeBron opted in, so I mean that kind of does like give them some options, like that their team options. So,
Mhm.
well,
I just yeah, they lost Finney Smith.
yeah,
As of right now, all that most of the center markets are what is that? Most of the centers are like off. Like I think Capella would have been nice for them.
yeah.
Um, I mean, if they get Aiden, I like Aiden. I like that fit better than Aiden on the Warriors.
I was honestly I was high on the Lakers when they first traded for Luca, and now it's just I don't know. I'm just not high on them at all, to be honest. Like LeBron's just getting older, even though he's still like in a game to game, like in a playoff series, he can give you an elite performance, be one of the best players on the floor, in that type of setting. I don't know what he's gonna be in the 82 game season next year, but I don't know. I'm more on the thing. I just don't think Luca can lead you to the championship, bro. I'm back on that. Like I just don't really like their future is obviously going to be fine because they're going to sell tickets as long as Luka's there in LA. But
Mhm.
I really am not high on them anymore. I don't like them. I don't like their team.
I think we talked about it. It's like Dallas basically set up a perfect team for Luca with all those like wings, defenders, bigs, and the Lakers just they don't have that, and I don't even think they have the possibility like because Austin Reeves is a great player, they can't trade him, but him with Luca, like two defenders that aren't great, it's just
Yeah.
it's not that nice, you know. I
The
agree
only
with
thing
you.
that would give me some hope is the new ownership.
Yeah,
It's I mean what it's the same people that own the Dodgers, right? So it's like we've seen what they're not afraid to make moves. But
yeah, they'll spend money.
yeah,
Um,
so that's the only thing that'd give me hope. Other than that, it's just I'm super low on their team in the next couple years. But
I mean, I think it's kind of weird because they still have LeBron, but they have
yeah.
Luca, so it's like this weird two
Like I
timeline
feel
thing.
like you gotta make a decision on the LeBron thing. It's just
I think it's they just want to like do right by him and he retires there.
it's just as good as I still think he is in a single game type setting, like in the playoff series, like just as honestly with him and Luca, just at this stage of what their team is looking like too, I just think like if LeBron stays there 2 more years and Luca is, I just don't think they're really gonna do anything to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I just they don't really have the pieces to.
Yeah,
I know they want if they say they get Claxton, but they don't even have like. I
yeah,
feel like teams can offer way better for Claxton.
yeah,
They don't really have many picks. Reeve they have solid young guys. They just like have good players, but they just the fit wise is not very good. And LeBron is kind of because he's making 50 mil, he's kind of he's kind of like crutching them, like kind of holding
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
So like maybe if he took a pay cut, but he's not doing that. And I don't even think they can trade him because like I feel like a team's not going to give up assets for 1 year of LeBron, Like
Yeah,
especially with the new salary cap where
yeah,
like it would be cool with the Cavs, but like the new salary cap, they'd have to give up like five rotational players. I just don't see teams doing that.
yeah. No, I agree with you. All right, let's move on to
Memphis,
Memphis. I mean,
I would give
they just signed Jaren today, or extended
Jaren.
him, I mean, or
They
whatever.
got Santi Aldama too. They
Yeah.
reached him, and then
I think they what they got five first for that Bane trade, right?
yeah, I honestly don't. I kind of like their offseason.
Yeah, I do too. I'll put him in B to be honest.
Yeah, I would put him in B tier as well.
Yeah.
Like I probably like middle B tier. Um, I mean they have a lot of guards. I think they bought out Cole Anthony though. I'm not 100% sure,
I
but
saw talks about it. I think it looked like it was gonna happen, but
yeah.
we can check.
Um, yeah, I don't I don't I don't really I don't really hate the Desmond Bain trade because they got the picks. But I mean, value wise, they're probably gonna take a step back this year. So that's why you can't put an A tier, but I think B tier is good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything concrete about the buyout, but it's like I just saw this thing. It's like now that they're getting off Cole Anthony, it makes sense for the Ty Jerome thing. But
Yeah,
so I
I
don't
don't know
know.
how
Yeah, I
I
mean,
could
I think it's gonna happen. But yeah,
yeah, Miami, um
there's a minute left on the Zoom too, by the way. We can just
yeah,
start a new one, but if you want to just get through some of these quickly that we don't really need to talk about. But
Miami, I would give them I don't have much they haven't done anything so
yeah.
far. I like their draft pick, Casparis. He was projected higher. They need a guard. So that's why I would actually put it like C tier. I don't know what you would say.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I like Casparis, so I think that's a good fit. Um, we don't have to talk too much about him. They're supposed to get KD. They're always rumored to get someone they never do.
Yeah.
Um, I almost D tier because they're kind of in that middle ground again, but they're the Heat, so
Mhm.
The Bucks. Are you putting the Bucks in F tier?
Yeah, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah, we'll see if Giannis gets traded.
Yeah.
Um, they got back Bobby Portis, Kuzma, Kevin Porter
We
Jr.
got,
He
I was about
signed.
to say KP, yeah.
I like KPJ a lot, but it's like they're just kind of there's not much they can do, but it's still like bad, you know?
Yeah. All right,
And
we'll hop back on the Zoom and then start with
yeah, yeah,
Minnesota right when
that's
we
what I
get
was gonna
back.
say.
So for Minnesota, what have they done? Have they really even done anything?
Well, they re-signed Randall and re-signed Naz
Oh,
Reid,
I
so
saw yeah, the Nas, he got it. His,
you think that's I thought it was a decent contract.
um,
You think it was overpay? And
oh,
then
I guess with the money people are getting, that's fine, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
Good.
feel like
Oh, I mean,
everyone's gonna get
wait,
back now.
he got 25 a year. That's the same that what's his name got. So I guess because didn't what's his name on the Rockets? Jabari Smith got 25 a year too, right?
Yeah, so like I
Yeah,
think Naz
I
is
guess
better
that's
than
a
Jabari.
yeah. Yeah.
And then Randall got 30 a year, which I think is kind of I mean, I'm not the biggest Randall fan, but I think he's 30 a year. Like peop the max is like 60, so um I honestly don't hate it. Not Nikhil left, but like they
Oh
couldn't
no,
keep
that's
him,
yeah.
but still big loss. And then they drafted a center from France.
Oh, the
Big.
Hawks just signed Luke Kennard. Does that boost them for you? You already liked them the best, didn't you?
Honestly, kind of like that. Some
A 1 year, 11 million deal.
11 million. That's kind of is that a lot for Luke Kennard?
Dude, I feel like that's kind of low to be honest. I mean, I like just I think the shooters have just immense value, so
But like,
I think that's good.
is Luke Kennard like a maybe I'm overhating on Luke. Is he like
He was
a
he was a really good rotational player for the
Grizzly?
Grizzlies. Cause did he? I
What
forgot.
did what was his 3-point percentage? Oh, he shot 43% from three.
Yeah, I think he's a shooter.
43% is kind of like OD good though, you know? Like that's like really good.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, he's taking a lot too. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like really
yeah.
good. I mean, he's not the greatest defender, but he's a shooter, you know? Um,
Mhm.
another, basically they're starting Trey Young, Dyson Daniels, Risa Shea, Johnson Porzingis, then Big O, Nikhil, Luke Kennard.
Dude, I'm not good.
That's
That's a
nasty.
filthy lineup. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
They might be my favorites next. No, that's
So,
crazy.
you
If
know,
they're healthy, you know.
yeah, that's a. I'm not. Yeah, they got a good team.
Yeah, are we putting Luke Kennard? Is that boosting him over the Mavericks?
I'm
Nah.
cool with it. I mean, to be honest, the Mavs are only there just because the Cooper Flag thing. To be honest, so
Who else? Yeah, D'Lo. Yeah, no, we're gonna put Rockets first, Atlanta second,
yeah,
Dallas, Charlotte. I actually like that.
yeah, that's cool.
Minnesota, that's like C tier, right?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
B, B. What do you
No,
think?
no, no. C. Because I mean,
C.
all the major things just resigning, and then they lost
Yeah.
Nikhil. So
I think it's better than Miami.
yeah,
Not as good as Boston. I would say something like this. New Orleans.
I would put
Uh
him B, but
B.
I like him in B, but
I had him in F to be honest.
I knew you were gonna disagree. I know we were gonna disagree on
So
this one.
we'll meet in the middle and go like C or D. C probably. Low C.
Okay.
What is your reason for B? I just want to hear your
I
and I'll
mean,
do.
I li- I you I mean, it all has to do with Zion's healthy, of course.
Hmm.
But I like the pool trade. Um, I
I,
just what'd you say?
I don't really love the pool trade. Um, just because
What pool?
like the Pelicans have a bunch of talent. I just don't know how it's gonna fit next to I guess the shooting.
Well, I was more thinking about it in terms of like, I mean, no one's expecting them to compete for a championship. I don't even know if anyone's expecting them to compete for like to be like a playoff team. Like I definitely think they can make the play-in, but I just think they're gonna do better than everyone's potentially expecting. Like they're gonna have a great regular season. I think they're gonna have a great regular season. I think Poole's gonna do great. I think in Washington, he was kind of I mean, no one was watching Washington, no meaningful games. Just I think this is gonna be a great place where he could quote unquote thrive, just because he can. None any of the mistakes he's gonna make, it's not gonna really matter. And yeah. I think it's kind of like high low risk, high reward for him because it's just like he can make all the mistakes he needs to. It's not going to really affect them. Doesn't really matter. And it's just if he averages 24 a game, it's like, and he averages like four turnovers, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's like, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm more talking about their draft. I really hated their draft just because
Mm.
I like Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears, but they literally gave up. I think we did. I don't know if I told you, but like they gave up their pick. Like I just hate that. Like they gave up.
Oh, I saw a bunch of people are hating on that too.
I
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's the
Yeah.
least. So it's like whoever's worse between Milwaukee and them. Those are like two. I feel like teams that are just even if they're good, Milwaukee might be bad.
Yeah.
So giving up like a top 10 pick for Queen to move up, it's not even like they straight up got the pick to move up 10 spots for Queen, who I like, but I just don't know how he's gonna play next to Zion because he can't really shoot, can't really defend. Next to Messi, you can't really shoot, can't really defend. They just got Kevon Looney,
I was about to mention that they got the
who
Looney
can't
deal.
shoot. Um, and then they just have like guard play. Jeremiah Fears, I love him. I wish he went to Brooklyn, but it's like he's kind of similar to Poole. They have DeJounte coming back. They still got Jose. I know there's injuries in regular season, like depth is all that, but it's like they just have a lot of talent, and I just don't think it mixes well at all, to be honest. But
I
I
think
but
I think they could win 40 games, 35 to 40.
but it's 35 games. Is that a good season for them if they win 35 games
I mean,
and they don't have their
just how
pick?
stacked the West is. We won 48 games last year. Like they're not gonna be, you know. But I guess they can make the
So they
play-in.
don't even have their pick. And with the new thing, imagine they're the 10th worst. They win like 38 games.
Yeah.
They're the 11th or 12th, and then they jump up to like three. They don't have their pick. Zion is, weight gains like 20 pounds. He doesn't he like he has someone else pregnant, and he's like
This is
injured.
this is a lot of what ifs right here.
I mean,
What if he's dominant, averaging 27 on 65% field goal percentage?
I feel like that's a bigger what if than like, bro, he literally just got accused of like some crazy stuff.
Okay.
And, like before that, he was messing with
Bro, all
like,
he has to do to average 27 is literally just stop with all this BS off the court and
yeah, I don't think
just
it's
cut
that
his weight a
easy.
little. He doesn't even have to like lose that much. He just has to lose a little bit. And then like so it's
That
like
does that
I
doesn't
get what you're
seem that
saying.
easy
It's a
for him
bigger
though.
what if for that, but it's honestly not that hard for what he has to do, bro. Just calm down, bro. Don't.
Okay, but it doesn't seem like he can do that. That's why I don't
I
trust Zion.
guess. Yeah.
And then it's like the stuff like Jordan Poole's around him. That's his, veteran. And then DeJounte, his Achilles is torn. I like Trey Murphy and Herb Jones a lot, but it's like they just got a bunch of good hoopers and like just no like I don't know that there's just no structure and they don't have their pick. Like that's so stupid to me.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. If you want to put him in F, I'd disagree a little bit. Like I'd put him higher, but you could put him in F on the chart.
Nah, if you have him B, I'll put him like C or D. We'll put him
Okay, B was probably OD a little bit. That was just because I was just thinking about it in terms of regular season. But then you're right, like with the pick thing, it's just that's just horrible. But
we'll
just
put
put
him
him in.
bottom C, D.
I feel like if we put the Lakers in D, we got to put the Pelicans in D.
All right, we're putting the
Because
Pelicans.
their moves, even though I like them, it's like really it doesn't matter.
I think Brooklyn might be a little worse. Bottom we'll put him right here. Um,
Do we just
it's
move Detroit to F? Like why did we put him? I forgot why do we even put him in D?
well they Malik Beasley was gambling.
Yeah, so I feel like that's automatic F already.
They
And
got Karis LeVert though,
yeah, but
and B.
like as
Paul.
much as I like Karras, like, I don't know. Yeah,
No,
fine. We'll just
we'll
keep
put
him.
him in F. We can put
Yeah,
him
put
at
him in F. Put him in F.
top of F.
Put him
Because
in F.
maybe Malik Beasley maybe he's good. New York, they haven't. I think they've done literally nothing.
Does firing your coach put you in F?
Wait, who did they draft? I thought they drafted someone I
I
liked.
don't even know who they drafted.
It's second round pick, but like
Yeah.
maybe it's if it's the shooter. I think they got a shooter. Knicks 2025 draft. It's probably F though, right? Or D?
That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, they got. Oh, yeah, okay. Probably put them in F. I mean, it just started, so I'm still like checking Shams to see if something happens, but I guess Luke Kennard's the most recent thing, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
OKC. Um, I like their draft pick a lot, Thomas Sorber.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I like him
yeah.
too.
Um, I'll probably have him in C because they're kind of did you see they traded Dylan Jones, their first round pick,
Yeah,
and seconds? So it's like they're having too much guy, like they have too many players that can't keep all their first. But I guess that's not their fault. So
yeah.
they got a big. Um,
They re-signed Jalen Williams. Like
they,
uh
they did
no, like
the big one, yeah.
light
Um,
skin or
yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, I like their draft a lot, so I'll probably what is it C tier?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. They yeah.
Yeah, top C tier. Yeah, somewhere right here. Magic. They just got. I like. They just got Tyce Jones. Did you see that?
Yeah, were you gonna say A? I feel like you're gonna say
I'm in the between A and B. What were you
okay.
thinking?
I was fine with putting him in a B, but if you want to put him in A, we can put him in A. I like the Bane move. It's really just the Bane giving up five first, or for me, it's just I think that's just crazy. But like we
We
said, with that being said, it is a perfect
thought
fit
of
for
it.
them. The East is weak right now. Uh,
That's why it's good. The East
you
is
know,
weak.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And they didn't give up like Cole Anthony was salary filler and KCP. So it's basically like five first and bad contracts.
yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm really they basically have a championship roster in my opinion. Tyce Jones off the bench. I like him a lot. I think they needed that point guard floor general. And then I like their draft pick Jace too. He has some.
Yeah, and then Tyus Jones is gonna work, I think, on their team. Like
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we were high for him on the Suns, remember that? But then what do you mean? You were high too.
I was high on Ty I wasn't high on the Suns though.
But you were high on when they got him because you're like they need a point guard.
Yeah, yeah, but
But
he wasn't.
it didn't work just because like the athleticism around him. It's just like, like you need to surround him with athleticism if you're gonna have him on
Yeah.
your team. So
And he's not a start. He's not a starting
yeah.
point guard. He's
But
great backup, but not starting level point
yeah.
guard. Um, and they're just deep. Like they're like I think them and Atlanta will be, contenders in the East.
Hmm.
They still have wings off the bench, bigs, pause. Like they're deep. Um, Philadelphia.
Quentin Grimes hasn't signed anywhere yet, right?
I'm gonna check.
I
I
don't
think
think he's dude, he might get do you think he's gonna get a bag? Just because
I don't, but no teams have money like that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I get yeah.
I don't think Yabusele signed either. So I mean, I guess I mean, what do you think about VJ Edgecombe going there?
Um I I think I think it's fine. I don't know. I like what's his name? We talked about him.
Trey Johnson?
Yeah, I like Trey, but
I
I
don't.
really yeah, I really like Trey Johnson, but
I think they should have just said screw it and took Ace, to be honest. Um,
yeah,
because I think he was the most talented
more
player there,
talented. That's
and like even position wise, like he could have slotted in at like the three or four. Like
yeah.
I don't know, VJ. They got like McCain, Maxey. He's like undersized too, like 6'4", and they have Grimes. Like those are all like young guard backcourt players. So it's like I guess that high you're drafting off not off fit off straight potential. So they think
Yeah.
Jay's the third best player, but I would have drafted Ace. To be honest,
Yeah, no, I
like
agree with that. I feel like they just should have, yeah.
I like VJ. I think I don't know VJ and Trey are both. I like them as prospects. So I don't know if they've signed anyone. I don't think they've signed anyone.
I
Are
don't
they just are they just another C team?
yeah, yeah.
All right. We'll put them right here. Probably put this right here. Um, the Suns. What would you say the Suns?
I don't mind putting him at the bottom.
F tier?
Yeah, I really yeah,
Really? I kind of like their offseason.
really? I don't know. I haven't really like
Do you like Mark Williams or not really?
not really. That's why.
Yeah, he's injured. And then come on. I mean, they got two bigs.
And then
Um,
I mean, I know they had to get off KD, but it's like I don't like Jalen Green, so it's just
oh, I totally forgot that is part of the
like
offseason.
that's just I mean,
Because I like their draft a lot.
if they run out Booker, Beal, and Jalen Green, that's nasty. That's just nasty, not in a good way. It's just,
I like their draft a lot and getting Mark with it. I wish. I don't know. I like Mala Watch if they didn't get Mark Williams.
Hmm.
I don't get why they got two bigs. I mean, they needed a big, but I think they should have got Carter Bryant if they got Mark Williams. And then they got Rasheer Fleming's like the first pick in the second. He was like projected to go like first round.
Yeah, so I guess they do get credit for that, huh?
Like that was really good. They got, some young guys. But I mean, yeah, Jalen Green, Bradley Beal, and D Book, it's nasty work. And they don't have any picks. I was we can put him in. I was gonna put him either like now that I'm because I totally forgot about the KD's trade.
Mhm.
I was either the bottom of D or F. What do you
We just
think?
put him in D then.
We'll put the last team
Yeah.
in D. Portland, they got the boy, Young Hansen.
Mhm.
Um, bought out DeAndre Ayton, and then they did the Drew Holiday Simons trade. Well, what would you give them?
I don't honestly, I don't mind putting them in B. I like
B?
I kind of like it B just because I think that especially just what you mentioned and also the Anthony move. I think
Mhm.
that just I mean if they're gonna go that scoot direction, this just I mean this is what you had to do, you know. And I think it's I don't know. Are you still high on Scoot or
Um,
like I'm personally not, but
I still like Scoot. It's just I don't know. They just are. That means Drew Holiday's gonna come off the bench. He's a better
I
fit.
don't I just feel like you do this. You have it's like to you're not making that type of trade to have True Holiday be your fault, you know? I feel like they're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
do this to get more out of Scoot. It frees up that position for him to do more things, you know? But
yeah. And I like the buyout of DeAndre Ayton so they
yeah.
can start clinging. Honestly, the Young thing, I watched some of his. He looks pretty good. Um, I guess he was projected lower, but I would give this like yeah, high C or B. Um, I don't know. I feel like I guess you're probably not getting much more for Anthony than that, are you? Like his trade value is not higher than that.
Yeah, trade value's not high. No.
Yeah, I guess because it would have been Orlando if they didn't get Bane. That was the team that could have used him. So I don't mind B. I would say high C or B. I'd put him in like the lower tier B
Mhm.
around here. Sacramento.
What have they done?
I think I don't know if they got him yet, but they're about to get Dennis Schroeder. Um,
Um,
I don't, I mean, they need a point guard. They drafted someone I like. Who did they draft? Let me look it up real quick. He was like a shooting guard. They traded for him. He was, what is his name? That's why I wouldn't put him in F is because they got, what is his name? Oh, they got the dude from Stanford, Maxime Ramunda or whatever.
we could put him in D then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nick Clifford. He's kind of like a Josh Hart. They got like two like good players in the draft, and but they also, I mean, they're also in this. We'll see what they do with DeRozan. They have a nasty team. But I mean, for straight off season, I would put them in C.
Okay.
C. I put them in. We can bottom C. Um, if they get Schroeder, yeah, they're in this middle ground. Hopefully, hopefully they want Kaminga. Kaminga can get some minutes over there.
Yeah.
The Spurs. Is this a? Do you think is this a A tier or B tier?
I would put it B for right now.
All right, I'll put it top of B. Um,
Uh, uh, that Dylan Harper pick though, if he's what people are saying he's gonna be, then
they have. I mean, I like the Carter Bryant pick too a lot too, and they're not rushing a Taribo like KD or Giannis.
I just honestly, I would just with all the assets they have, I thought they should have just went and pushed for Giannis. Like we said, they have a bunch of these young pieces. They have so much. It's like they have so much depth though.
Yeah,
Like Houston, but I feel like there's less direction, and it's not gonna work with all the players that they have. You know, it's just
I agree. That's why I think they might trade Fox. If not this, like
that's the only reason why I wouldn't have them higher. It's just, and that's why there's still time for them to do. There's no way they don't do nothing. You know,
there's
so
no way
so
because
yeah.
even though they meant like Harper, Castle, and Fox cannot play together like long term,
Yeah.
but Harper was too good to pass up. So I think they'll probably maybe it's a Fox and a bunch load of picks. keep Castle, keep Wemby, keep Harper for Giannis. Because I know they have a bunch, but I mean they have all this stuff. They haven't done it yet. So yeah, I like B tier.
Yeah. All right. We got these
Toronto,
three teams left.
Toronto. You want to give this what would you give this?
Have they done anything in free agency? Am I missing?
They got Colin Murray Boyles, which the draft pick. I honestly I liked him as a prospect. I really didn't. I don't know why they didn't get Marlo Watch, to be honest. And then Masai Ujiri left. Um, I would put it in D. What would you
That-
say?
That's fine. I was gonna say F because I mean, they're
I honestly don't mind F because they had a top pick, but like
yeah.
I don't know why they didn't get um come on Watch because like Conor Bro is kind of like Scotty Barnes, like a 4 or 5 that can't really shoot, and they needed shooting or like a big man, and they kind of didn't get either. I want them to get KD.
Mhm.
I mean, I think they'll be better. They'll be better than they were last year, but they just lack shooting. Um, Utah.
Uh, I mean, they got Ace, which you said like, uh, I think falling for five for the talent he was. I mean, I think that was a good pick. Is if you just look, they traded Colin Sexton for Jokic Nurkic. I don't.
I think they did to give the guys minutes, like Walter Clayton and all that.
Yeah, so that's I do like that because of that. So I'm
They
just.
bought out Jordan Clarkson too.
Hmm.
Um, I would give it like
Yeah,
a.
I'm honestly kind of leaning B, but
I don't mind. I don't know. I just think because Ace was damn near like a
yeah,
top
I was
two
gonna say either
player.
C or B just because the Ace pick, but yeah.
Um, and I'm glad they didn't like because he didn't want to go there because like Curry wanted to go to the Knicks, not the Warriors. They still drafted him.
Mm,
So like you just kind of have to draft it. They needed like a swing too. They had a lot of good like role players. They needed like a like a number one option.
yeah.
I think Ace. I mean Ace kind of carries them. The Colin Sexton thing doesn't make. I don't know how they couldn't get the second back in return, but I mean I guess it's they probably tried. He probably just didn't have much value because he's undersized shooting guard. The Wizards.
I
Um,
mean, I really like Trey Johnson, so
yeah, that's why I would put him in B because.
yeah, it's fine.
And then also the CJ trade, I liked it on their end. I know you like Pooh a lot, but
Well, put in relative to the situation,
mhm,
like I don't. It's because they're not gonna be in any meaningful games. It's like I think for what he needs to do, he can thrive in the
mhm.
New Orleans. So
Yeah. I like Washington's rebuild so far.
man, they
Um,
got a lot of young talent. So
yeah, they do. Um, I think it's gonna be a little weird right away because CJ's there, so Trey Johnson might not start. But I mean, CJ's just a 1 year thing. I think he'll be a good vet with like Middleton, Smart, or they're young guys.
yeah.
Um, is there any free agents? Like I'm just checking Shams that we didn't like talk about.
I don't think so. I'm double checking right now. I mean, I'm with
Maybe.
Bilal and Alex Saul. I don't know. I just was kind of disappointed. I mean, I don't know. I hope they have a big leap this year. I would be really disappointed if there's not a big leap from both of them. But
Do you think Alex Sarr is more of like a 4 or like a 5?
I think, well, I mean, he's 7 foot, so he better be a five. But I think he's definitely more of the modern term of like that's kind of just how more of the modern players are now. But
Yeah, I
he
guess.
plays more like a four. Well,
Yeah, I think he sh shoots too much.
like he's not that bruiser type. But
He was a pretty good defender, blocked some
yeah.
shots. Bilal can defend. I think Trey Johnson's perfect because he's gonna, score over there. Mason Plumlee to the Hornets. That's a recent thing. Hey, at least another. I guess yeah, they're gonna be. They have 3 bigs, not the best bigs, but I mean they're big men. Um, did we talk about everyone? We talked about Nikhil. Um, we haven't really. Do you think Kuminga's gonna stay on the Warriors? And do you want him to?
Uh, Dude, if he play, he ends up playing on it. The contract, like, I don't really understand that. Like, I mean, we talked
Yeah,
about that. So I just really don't get that. But I hope he doesn't. For both parties' sake, I think he needs to be somewhere else to thrive, or given the better opportunity to thrive.
yeah. I, for his sake, I wouldn't want him to stay just because there isn't that role for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the Warriors, I guess their probably thing is they don't want to lose him for nothing. So,
Yeah,
and
but
they're
that's kind of the route that's kind of happening now.
yeah,
It's
they
like
should have.
you saw what they got for KD. See, you're not getting nothing for Kuminga.
Yeah, but KD was like 38.
Bro, but
I mean,
still,
you're not getting nothing for
you're
Kuminga,
not
but
getting nothing for Kuminga.
maybe you get. That's why I thought like maybe you can get Lonzo in like a second, but
Nah.
you're not gonna get like people were saying, oh, you get Trey Murphy for. You're not getting Trey Murphy for.
Nah, you're not getting that. I think
Um,
we get Al Horford. At this point, if like Kuminga for Malik Monk and something,
mhm.
you know, like
I would I would love Malik Monk.
if we get Al Horford and then we end up getting Malik for Kuminga, I think that's probably the best we could do right now.
Yeah, if the Warriors go into the season
Hey,
with,
I forgot why we put the Pistons in D because of B-ball Paul. Like they
oh
shouldn't have
yeah,
been in F.
bro, he's about to get no minutes.
Bro, B-ball Paul though. That's why they were in D, not F.
Okay, fine. B-ball Paul, Detroit, little gambling thing. Man, man, oh man. I like Detroit too, but Malik Beasley, that's tough loss.
Yeah, that's
I just feel like Karis LeVert's like just not the best signing.
yeah, no, I agree with you. Mm.
And like he's not shooting, he's not playing off ball as well as
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. Yeah.
maybe they keep Tim Hardaway, but then they're gonna get Ivy back who doesn't play as well off ball as Malik or Tim Hardaway. So it's kind of I don't know. I personally would not love that,
Yeah. But
um,
B-ball Paul though, so
but they got
that
the
brings
GOAT.
them up.
Um, Knicks, Nuggets, and Lakers candidates to sign Al Horford. So oh,
Wow.
and Warriors too, Warriors too.
Okay, I was about to say, oh.
Um, but what else?
I
Luke,
think we went through a lot.
I think we went through everyone. Tyus Jones, we talked about. We talked about the trade with
Yeah, we went
Michael.
through a lot. We'll go through more as I mean, this was just day one. I mean, we're not even 3 hours into it yet, so we'll see. I feel like there's gonna be a lot more that happens, but
Yeah. I would say it's kind of a slow, like a lot of role players, but like
yeah.
there's not because I feel like stars aren't like free agents anymore.
Yeah. Well, we
Like
saw, I mean, the KD one is what happened. Like, there's not gonna be too many.
KD. There's a lot of good role. Oh yeah, I guess Schroeder did go to the Kings.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Trey Jones Bulls stay there. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I think we talked about everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there any just questions you wanted to talk about? Anything? We talked about
um,
the good thing already, but
Other than off season, let us know some video ideas, especially when we're back. We're gonna make some like we talked about like a little debate thing. Me and Brayden talked about that. So I'll probably ask on Instagram like some comparisons, some questions for that video. Um, Other than that, any questions? Not really. Do you have any? Because sometimes you have some like pretty like interesting questions, not even about like maybe just about something non-related.
yeah, no, not right now. We should do another mailbag pod though. Like that was good.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
last
down.
time we did it as a combine with the finals, or forgot if we did it as combining it with some type of reaction, so we kind of were short on time, but
Hmm.
we should get a bunch of questions and just do a whole episode with just answering the questions, and then we could even bring some of our own questions and prepare a little more too.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, we'll post this and then I'll for the next mailbag, I'll post it like on Instagram or something so we can get some
All right,
questions.
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right,
All right.
I bet.
That's all for today, guys, but thanks for watching.
Peace.